Hi lovelies, Lauren here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't been here before, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future flows. For today's practice, you've probably guessed it, we're focusing on this guy. If you haven't got a yoga block, don't worry, a cushion would work just fine. But we're going to use the block to really strengthen our practice today. So you can expect it to be a little bit on the fiery side and a little bit powerful. Okay? We're going to start standing today and we're going to start with the block. So we're going to place the block in between our thighs, okay? Have the feet hip distance apart so you can really kind of squeeze the block in between the legs. Just take a moment to lengthen the arms down beside you, root down through the feet, and settle those shoulders down and away from those ears. You can close the eyes for a few moments here. Beautiful. And just take notice of how you feel standing, okay? So perhaps we feel quite sturdy on our feet today. Maybe we feel a little bit wobbly. It doesn't matter. Just take the time to notice where you are at today. Maybe noticing if we squeeze the block a little bit tighter with the legs, maybe that helps stabilize the body. Maybe we find we can grow that a little bit taller at the crown of the head. Beautiful. And we're going to spend a little bit of time here, perhaps setting an intention for your practice today. Taking a moment to connect to your breath, perhaps connecting to that Ujjayi pranayama, that warrior breath, a slight constriction through the back of the throat, creating that gentle rasping sound as you gently breathe in and out through the nose. Helping you to create that fire, that focus for your practice today. And with that, we're just going to take a nice big inhale in through the nose. And exhale. Lovely, well done. Gently flutter those eyelids back open. Welcome yourselves back into the room and straight away find that steady focal point. So something in front of you that's perhaps not moving, might be something on the ground or something on the wall. Using it again to set that focus for yourselves. Lovely, well done. Continue to root down through the feet, focusing on your big toes in particular. You're going to take a nice big inhale, sweep the arms out towards the side, shift the weight towards the big toes. See if we can gently lift the heels, continue to squeeze the block in between the legs, and maybe that helps you feel a little bit more sturdy here. Keep knitting the ribcage together, have an inhale. As you exhale with control, with that resistance, gently start to sink the heels back down little by little as the heels meet the ground. Bend in the knees, sweep the arms back, lower into an airplane chair. Beautiful. Have an inhale here and have an exhale. As you inhale, sweep the arms forwards and up, start to rise. So again, press back into the big toes, lift the heels, standing nice and tall and strong here. See how high you can lift up onto those tiptoes to keep squeezing the block. Inhale. Exhale, lowering down with that control, little bit by little bit. Beautiful. Slow it down. And then sweeping the arms back, sinking the hips back into your airplane chair. Keep the chest lifted here. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, sweep the arms forwards, rising on up. And exhale, slowly sinking down. Sweep the arms back into that airplane chair. Beautiful. Stay with that steady focal point. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms forwards, rise on up, grow tall here. So each time we come up into our tiptoes, we're trying to grow even more than we did the last time. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale, slowly sink down. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back, chair. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we rise. Beautiful. This is our final time. Grow tall. And exhale. into your chair. Beautiful, well done. Inhale here. Have an exhale. And then from here, just take a nice big inhale, sweep the arms up nice and high. And exhale, press the palms down and away. You're going to take the block out from between the legs. Heel toe the feet together. Take a nice big inhale. The block is in between the palms, so you're just going to push the block up towards the sky. So now that we've got the legs together, we're actively squeezing the legs together, pushing the block up as high as you can. Find that nice long line throughout the entirety of your body here. So we're trying not to have that arch. We're not finding a back bend here. We keep tucking the tailbone under, knitting the rib cage together. Take a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, keeping that nice long line, you're gently going to tilt towards the right-hand side. So you tilt the body to the right, gently push the hips towards the left, but keep squeezing the block in between the hands. Beautiful. Take a full round of breath here. And exhale. Inhale, come through center. And same again to the other side, tilting to the left, push the hips to the right, squeeze the block in between your palms. Beautiful, keep both sides of the body nice and long. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, we come all the way up. Beautiful. Continue to reach the block up nice and high. Have an inhale here. And as you exhale, heel toe the feet back out, hip distance apart. Bring the arms down, place the block back in between the legs. Lovely. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, separate the palms, diving on down to a little standing forward fold here. Beautiful. As you do so, bend the knees, brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms into a chair. So we've got the arms reaching forwards this time. Have a little softness in the elbows. Keep tucking the tailbone under. Squeeze that block in between the thighs. Have an inhale. Exhale, bring the arms down. Plant the palms down towards the mat, bend the knees as much as you need to, and then from here, keeping the block between the legs, you're going to see if you can hop back to your plank. Lovely, well done. So again, this squeezing the block between the legs helps the body kind of feel that a little bit stronger in every pose. So even in your plank, maybe feel that a little bit stronger here. Beautiful. And then take that nice big inhale. Lift the hips nice and high into your downward facing dog. Lovely. Take a full round of breath here. Nice big inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips, ripple the body forwards to your plank. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the hips back up nice and high. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, we go again. Ripple the body forwards. Exhale, plank. Keep squeezing that block. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. This time, as you exhale, come through plank. Maybe continue to sink the hips down into an upward facing dog. Keep the hips lifted, toes tucked under. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the hips up nice and high. Exhale, down dog. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale through plank into your up dog. Press the ground away through the fingertips. Squeeze the block together. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Once more. Inhale. Exhale through plank into your up dog. And inhale, lift up nice and high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Have a full round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, looking forward. Then you're going to hop both feet towards your standing forward fold. Keeping the block where it is. Beautiful. Well done. If you let go of the blocks there, do not worry. It takes a little bit of practice. Inhale, take a little halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Have a bend in the knees here if you need to. As you squeeze the blocks together, you're going to think about really lifting the tailbone up towards the sky. Take hold of the big toes with the two-piece fingers. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, send the elbows out towards the side. Continue to lift the tailbone up as nice high as you can. Beautiful, well done. Maybe finding we can come just that little bit deeper into our standing forward fold. Lovely, well done. One more inhale here. And one more exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, letting go of the toes. And you're just going to take a nice and easy roll up through the spine, tucking under, beautiful. And coming all the way back up to standing, and we can release the shoulders down and away. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to look a little bit of a sun salutation B using the block. So again, you're probably going to notice quite a difference with your sun salutation B here. Okay, so you're going to take a nice big inhale, sweep the arms up nice and high. Exhale, separate the palms, dive on down, forward fold. Inhale, brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms into your chair pose. Heavy in your hips, heavy in your heels. Squeeze the blocks together. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms down. Gently hopping back to your plank. Lovely. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the elbows, hug the elbows towards you, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, swim the torso through, again to your up dog. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips up nice and high, downward facing dog. Have a full round of breath here. Nice big inhale. And a nice big exhale. From here, you're going to ground down through your right hand. Left hand gently lifts off. Take your time here. It's going to reach towards the block. You're gently going to take the block out from in between the legs and bring it towards your left hip. Okay? Take an inhale here. Now as you exhale again, take your time. Ground down through the left foot and the right hand. See if we can start to float that right leg off. Take your time. Inhale here. Exhale, bend that right knee. You're going to aim to step that right foot behind the right wrist. Lovely. It might need a little bit of guidance there. Do not worry. Once you've placed that right foot down, you're going to drop that left heel down so the left foot turns out 45 degrees. And you're just going to reach the arms up, place the block in between the palms, sink into that right knee, and you're in a warrior one. Beautiful. Well done. Take a nice big inhale here. And an exhale. Lovely, well done. Coming down the way we came. So left hand with the block comes down towards your left hip. A right hand comes down in front of the right foot. We step the right foot back next to left and replace that block in between the legs. Come back to your full downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, come through plank and into your chaturanga. Into your upward facing dog, sorry, beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips nice and high, back to your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Here we go, other side. So this time we're grounding down through the left hand. Take your time as you take the right hand off towards the block. And you're going to bring that block towards your right hip. Inhale here. Exhale, start to see if we can float the left leg nice and high. Don't worry about how high that left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, slowly squeeze that left knee in towards the chest. See if we can step it behind the left hand. Lovely, nice and controlled with that step here. Don't worry if it comes directly behind the left wrist. Just try and get it as close as you can. When you're ready, grounding down through the feet, lift the chest, lift the arms, block in between both palms into your warrior one. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, we come down the way we came. Left hand in front of the left foot. Right hand with the block by your right hip. Step the left foot back next to right into your down dog. And replace the block in between the legs. Beautiful. Into your down dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale through plank. And into your upward facing dog. Keep squeezing the block together. Inhale, lift the hips up nice and high. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, looking forwards towards your hands, bend the knees. And you're going to hop the feet forward, standing forward fold. Lovely, well done. Once you're there, inhale, have a halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Bend the knees, sink the hips down nice and low. Brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms, and you're in your chair pose. Beautiful, well done. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, grow tall, reach up nice and high. And exhale, press the palms down and away. Beautiful, so that's one full round of a sun salutation B. We're now going to do it twice more, okay? So we're just going to get a little bit more familiar with the sequence now that we've incorporated the block, okay? So continue to root down through the feet. Take a nice big inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, separate the palms, dive on down, forward fold. Once you're there, brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms into your chair. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms down. Hopping both feet into your plank, squeeze that block together. Lovely. Inhale here. Exhale through your vinyasa, hug the elbows in through chaturanga, and then swim in the torso through to your up dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, rolling over the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Okay, inhale here. And exhale. Here we go. You're going to ground down through the right hand. Left hand reaches towards the block. Bring the block by your left hip and see if we can gently lift the right leg. Take your time. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, bend in the right knee. See if we can slowly step it behind the right wrist. Lovely, well done. Don't worry about how high or how far that right foot gets behind that right wrist there. When you're ready, lift the chest, lift the arms into your warrior one. Press the block in between the palms, sink into the right knee. You might need to adjust the feet here. Feel free to do so. Inhale. Exhale, we work our way back down. Left hand with the block by your left hip, right hand down in front of the right foot. Step the right foot back next to left into your downward facing dog and replace the block and into your full down dog. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale through plank to your upward facing dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Lovely, well done. Okay, here we go, other side. Ground down through the left hand. Right hand reaches towards the block. It brings it to your right hip. Ground down through the right foot, lifting the left leg. Lovely, well done. Stay with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. See if we can step that left foot behind the left wrist. Lovely, well done. When you're ready, lift in the chest. Palms, press the block together into your warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, back down the way you came. Lovely, left hand down, step that left foot back next to right. Replace the block in between the legs into your down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips through plank. Exhale, up dog. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, looking forward. And you're going to hop to your standing forward fold. Lovely, well done. Once you're there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms into your chair. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, grow nice and tall. Exhale, press the palms down and away. Beautiful, well done. And nearly there. So we've got one more full round of your sun salutation D. Okay, here we go. Take that nice big inhale. Exhale, separate the palms, dive on down. Inhale, brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms into your chair. Exhale, fold back down. Plant the palms, hopping back to your plank. Lovely, well done. Inhale. And exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, swim the torso through, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, lift the hips nice and high. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Beautiful, well done. Here we go. Ground down through the left hand. Right hand reaches towards the block. Brings it towards your right hip. And gently lift the left leg. Lovely, well done. Inhale. Exhale, softly step that left foot behind the left hand. Lovely, lift the chest, lift the arms. Warrior one. Beautiful, you've got this, guys. Inhale. Exhale, back down the way you came. Step that left foot back into your down dog. Replace the block. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, through plank into your up dog. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, down dog. Here we go, other side. Ground down through the right hand. Left hand reaches towards the block. Places it by your left hip, and when you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg. Beautiful, well done. Exhale, right knee in towards the chest. softly stepping it forward. Beautiful, well done. And when you're ready, lifting the chest, lifting the arms, warrior one. Lovely, inhale. Exhale, back down the way you came. Step the right foot back into your down dog, replace the block. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, through plank into your up dog. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, down dog, nearly there. Inhale, looking forward. Bend the knees, hopping to your standing forward fold. Beautiful, well done. Inhale to have a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we bend the knees, brush the fingertips, lift the chest, lift the arms. Exhale here. Inhale, grow nice and tall. And exhale, release the arms down. Beautiful, really well done. Okay, you'll be pleased to know that's all your Sensation B's done. Okay, we're going to make our way back down towards the mat. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, separate the palms, dive on down. Bend the knees, plant the palms, and again, you're going to hop back to your plank. Lovely, well done. Have an inhale here. And then as you exhale, all you're going to do is lightly drop the knees down towards the mat. Bring the block out and just place the block in between your palms. Okay, we have a couple of options for this, all varying in difficulty. Okay, so you can either take a tabletop, and what you're going to do, you're going to start with your right hand first of all. Right hand places the block on the base of your lower spine, okay? So we're finding that nice neutral spine. We're aiming to really maintain that, okay? Right hand comes back down, left hand finds the block, brings it down towards the mat. We then change direction, block towards the back, left hand down, right hand towards the block down on the right hand side. And we just keep going side by side that way, okay? So that's your tabletop variation, or you're gonna tuck the toes under and you can find a hovering tabletop. So again, you're gonna find that fire in your belly. So this is your second option. You're gonna tuck the toes under, press the ground away, hover the knees, right hand to the block, find that flat part of your lower spine, right hand down, left hand to the block, left hand down, beautiful, well done. Change direction, block to the spine, left hand down, right hand to the block, bring the block down, okay? That's your second variation. Third and final variation is the same again, but it's in your plank, okay? So it's the same again. You want to keep that nice long line. It's very tempting to kind of roll from side to side. You want to keep this nice firm plank. So I'll do it once this way to kind of demonstrate. So right hand to the block, bring it to your lower spine, right hand down, left hand to the block, bring the block down. Change over, left hand to the block on your lower spine, right hand to the block comes down, okay? So that's what it's going to look like, all three levels. Choose whichever level you want to be at, okay? I actually find that the second variation with the hovering tabletop is actually probably the hardest for me, but it's going to be different person to person. So choose whichever level you want to be at today and just do your best. We're only going to do probably 3 rounds, both directions, okay? So 3 to the left, 3 to the right, okay? So when you're ready, place the block in between the palms, either tabletop, hovering tabletop, or plank. Inhale, choose your option. Here we go. Exhale, right hand to the block, to your lower spine, right hand down. Left hand to the block, place the block down. Other way, left hand to the block on your lower spine, left hand down. Right hand to the block, bring the block down. Second round, right hand to the block, blocks your lower spine, right hand down. Left hand to the block, bring the block down. Other way, block to your lower spine, left hand down, right hand to the block, bring the block down. Third round, here we go. Block to the lower spine, right hand down, left hand to the block, left hand down. Final side, we got this. Left hand to the lower spine, left hand down, right hand to the block, bring the block down. Beautiful. From here, place the block in between your hands. Come up to a plank if you're not already there. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, lift the hips up nice and high, downward facing dog. Beautiful, well done. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, looking forward. Bend the knees. You're going to hop the feet to frame the block. Lovely, well done. So you've got the block just in front of your feet. Inhale, have a halfway lift. Exhale, forward. taking hold of the block with both hands. You're just going to take a nice and easy roll up through the spine, bringing the block up with you as you go. Okay, roll those shoulders down and away. We've got another little drill kind of sequence we're going to look at. This one's in standing. It's going to work on your shoulders a little bit more, okay? So you're going to start with the feet hip distance apart. And you're going to take the block in between both hands. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, push the block to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, starting to sink the hips down, bend the knees. But as you go, try not to be tempted to kind of stick our bottoms out so we're getting that arch in our lower spine. We still want to tuck the tailbone under. So again, we're coming into our chair, but placing the block ahead of us, squeezing the block in between the palms. Lovely, well done. Find that steady focal point. Knit the ribcage together. Inhale. And exhale. From here, ground down through your right foot. You're going to start to lift the left leg, kick that left heel back, bring the block to push forwards, chest parallel to the ground, warrior 3. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring the block to tap that left knee. Inhale, send it away, block forwards, left leg back. Exhale, block to the knee. Inhale away, beautiful. Exhale, block to the knee. Inhale. Exhale, block to the knee. Inhale, beautiful. Twice more. Exhale, block to the knee. Inhale. Once more. Exhale, block to the knee. Inhale, hold here. Warrior 3. Have an inhale. Have an exhale. Inhale, step the left foot down, next to right, back into your chair. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, grow nice and tall. Lovely. Exhale, just bring the block down through heart center. Lovely, well done. Feel free to give the legs a little shake here if you need to. We're going to come onto the other side. We're nearly there. Let's go. Take a nice big inhale. Push the palm towards the sky. Push the block towards the sky. Sorry, inhale. And exhale, bend in the knees. Finding your chair pose. Tuck the tailbone under. Beautiful, well done. Inhale here. Have an exhale. See how low you can go here. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Ground down through the left foot. Pick up the right. Start to kick that right heel back. Dive the chest down. Warrior 3 on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, bend in the right knee. Bring the block towards the knee. Inhale away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Move with your breath. Beautiful. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Twice more. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Hold here. Exhale. Softly step the right foot down next to left. Back into your chair. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Grow nice and tall. And exhale. Bring the block down through heart center. Lovely, well done. That's a tough one. Okay, from here, you're going to place the block at the top of your mat. Just take a nice big inhale before we sweep the arms up. Exhale, separate the palms, dive on down, standing forward fold. Take a moment here, have a little bend in the knees. Maybe hold on to opposite elbows here and just take a little ragdoll. Take a moment to release through the lower spine, release down through the back of the neck. Beautiful. Have one more inhale and one more exhale. Release the hands down towards the mat. Just take a nice deep bend in the knees. Lift the heels as you go. So you bring the knees towards your chest. Lift the heels as high as you can. Tent the fingertips towards the ground and just bow the forehead towards the knees here. Take a nice big inhale and a nice big exhale. Gently sink the heels back down towards the mat. Use your hands to help you as you come to find a comfortable seat. So even though we've come down to seated, the work doesn't stop here. So you're going to extend the legs out in front. Perhaps take hold of your block for a moment. So peel the flesh away from the sit bones so you can really root down towards your mat. Peel the toes towards the face. So we're staying nice and active through the legs here. Block is again in between both palms. Take a nice big inhale. Push the block skyward. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to reach forwards, as far forwards as you can with your block. And depending how much space you have in your body today, you're going to place the block behind the soles of your feet and keep the grip of the block there. If we've got less flexibility in the legs here today, we don't necessarily need to worry about this so much. We can just have the block to one side and we just can work on our nice and easy seated forward fold. Alternatively, you can place the block underneath your sit bones to give the hips a little bit more height here, especially if you find a little bit of difficulty just sitting here. You might find that it's uncomfortable to lengthen the legs. But if you are okay here, placing the block on the soles of the feet, really taking hold of the block as best as you can, so you're finding that nice long spine and sending your chin down towards your shin, so taking a real active stretch here. Beautiful. So giving the legs a nice good old stretch, sending the breath throughout the entirety of your body here. Beautiful, well done. Take a few moments here. Allow the body to soften into the posture. And over time, we might find that this pose gets a little bit easier. Or perhaps you're screaming at me through the camera being like, Lauren, please get me out of this stretch. Don't worry, we're coming out of it soon. Just stay with your breath that little bit longer. Beautiful. And as we progress through this posture, when we come to this again, we might like to take another block in front of this one. Take hold of 2 blocks in front of the feet and come even further into the stretch. But again, you're working towards that. Don't expect us to be there straight away. Perhaps it's something we can work towards. Beautiful. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale, take the block out from the soles of the feet. Lift the block all the way up nice and high. And exhale, bring it down through heart center. Lovely, well done. If you are sat on your block, just again bring it back towards the heart. And you're going to have a little bend in the knees now. And then place the block again in between your thighs. Gently come down to lying down flat on your backs on your mats. You can take a little moment here if you need to sway the knees from side to side. But again, keeping the focus, we're not quite finished yet. So squeeze on the block in between the legs. You've naturally got the feet hip distance apart, and you're just going to walk the heels as close as you can towards your sit bones. The spine is nice and long here, shoulder blades down towards the mat, palms down by your side, lightly pressing down. I'm going to take a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, press down through the palms, press down through the feet, squeeze the block together, lift the hips up nice and high into your bridge pose. So as we come into a bridge, remember that we're not lifting from our lower spine here. We're lifting up from the hips. So it's not a back bend. We're actually keep tucking the tailbone under. So the front of the body is getting that nice stretch here. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale. Gently roll back down through the spine. Lovely. We go again. Inhale. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift up through the hips. Coming up onto the shoulder blades. Chest comes naturally towards the chin. And we exhale, gently come back down. We're going to go again. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under, lift the hips up nice and high. And this time, you're going to lift the arms up, bring the palms together, interlace the fingertips, keep the first fingertips pointing up. And then whilst you're here, all you do is a little pulse with the hips. Now, it might not be so visible to the outside eye. It might be more of a sensation as you squeeze in the glutes a little bit tighter. Keep squeezing the legs together. Beautiful. We're nearly there. Lovely. See how high you can lift those hips. One more inhale. And then exhale, gently roll the body back down and reach the arms up above the head. Send the legs out long. Take that nice full body stretch here. Lovely. Inhale. And exhale. Release the hands. Bring the hands down by your side. You're going to take the block out from between the legs. You can place the block to one side. Now take a few moments just to sway the knees from side to side. Okay. So we're just going to take a little bit of time to ease out any tension that may have built in the lower spine. Okay. So hopefully you found that intensified your practice in some way. If it didn't, do it all again. See if it then challenges you that little bit more. Okay. Lovely, well done. Okay. Have one more inhale here. And one more exhale. Bring the knees to point up towards the ceiling. Cross the right leg over the left. Inhale here. Exhale, send both knees towards the left-hand side. Take a little spinal twist. Bring the arms either out to a cactus shape or maybe into a T shape, depending on how much space you've got. And then gently turn the gaze to look towards the right-hand side. Lovely, well done. Have one more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back up through center. Uncross the right leg, change over so the left leg crosses on top of the right. Inhale. And then exhale, send both knees towards the right hand side. And again, just gently turn the gaze towards the left, finding that nice deep spinal twist. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back up through center. Uncross the left leg. And then from here, you're going to take hold of the block again. Push down through the feet to lift the hips up nice and high. And then you're going to settle the hips onto your block here. So we're just going to take a little raised leg position. So when you're ready, bring the knees in towards the chest. You can adjust the block if you need to. Make sure it's in that nice space where it kind of supports your lower spine. And then you're just going to extend the legs up towards the sky and let the arms rest by your side. You can take a few moments here. Perhaps you have a little cycle through the feet, a little rotation in the ankles perhaps. Lovely, well done. And again, just allowing the block underneath your lower spine to help the spine decompress here. Beautiful. You can stay here for as long as you need. Lovely, well done. One more inhale. And one more exhale. And then from here, you're going to lift the hips ever so slightly. Take the block out from underneath you. And then gently bring the legs down towards the mat. And then from here, we're just going to take a quick, nice and easy little Shavasana. You can place your block to one side. Or perhaps you might like to use the block as a little pillow now for the head to rest on. Lovely, well done. If that's too much for your neck, don't feel as though you have to take this option. For some, it depends on the size of your block as well. For some it's comfortable, for some it's perhaps not as comfortable as you thought it would be. But yeah, do feel free to take whichever option works best for you. And then make sure you are entirely comfortable here, making any of those last minute final adjustments. Keeping the legs bent, or you might decide to send the legs long along your mat. Whichever is preferable for you today. And as always, just taking a few moments to settle after this short and fiery practice. And perhaps reflecting on any differences or surprises you noticed in your practice today. So actually. Quite often with our yoga practice, we tend to get a little bit stuck, or the practice becomes a little bit stagnant, and we forget to try new things and challenge ourselves in new ways. So maybe you found that today. Maybe you were able to challenge yourself. Maybe there was a few surprises on the way. And no matter whether the practice didn't go so well for you, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's all part of that process, especially when we try something new. So just remembering to always appreciate the practice for what it was. And appreciate the fact you took the time out for yourself today. And then when you're ready, just taking that nice deep inhale in through the nose, filling up the lungs entirely. Exhale, release with a sigh. And again, inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Lovely, well done. From here, you're gently going to reach towards the block if it's underneath your head. Gently take it out from underneath the head. Then you're going to take a nice big stretch. You're going to push the block away from you as you reach the arms up and above behind the head. Stretch the legs out in front, reach out through the toes. Take a nice big inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the block down as we lower the arms back down by our sides. Lovely, well done. Take your time here, gently roll over onto one side. Use your hands to help you coming back up into a seated position. And it's up to you, you can still use the block should you wish as a little seat for the hips to rest on. Or you can just place it down by your side. It's entirely up to you. But either way, coming into a comfortable seated position, rest in the palms of the hands on the knees, shoulders down and away from those ears. And closing off the eyes as we close off the practice, as always, with the blessing. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you at night. May the rain wash away your worries. And may the breeze blow new strength throughout your being. And may you walk through the world knowing its beauty all the days of your life. And with that, we bring the palms together in front of the heart. And we bow, Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed practicing with the block. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe there was a few challenges in there for you. So yeah, again, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you did enjoy it today. Fabulous, and I'll see you very soon. All right. Mwah.